Welcome back to the Jurassic Thoughts podcast. Raptors went winless, and it's pretty dark times right now. Overall record's still decent, but in terms of the play, a lot has been left to be desired. Before we get into that, Dan, how's it going, buddy?
Hey, I mean, Raptors, not great, but I did start a new AI course this week, so loving it so far.
Very nice.
Actually, one of the first prompts that I had was, AI, tell me why BI sucks in the first half. And it said, beep, boop, beep, because he's high. I said, oh, okay. That checks out.
Yeah, bro, that's good. With your knee, I mean, that sounds like a great way to spend your time learning about the wonders of AI.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I went to see the new Knives Out movie this week.
Okay.
That's it's exam time here, so not much I can really do besides that. But instead of with Raptors, that's like my break time. And then I love the Knives Out movie, so I went to see the new one. Very much enjoyed it. I thought it was slight. Have you seen them?
I love the Knives Out. I've seen them 1 and 2. I heard Danny Craig was sensational in this.
Yeah, so 1 I think is like amazing. 2 I don't love. The Glass Onion one. That one was like a COVID one.
I thought the main guy in that was kind of stupid.
The Edward Norton or whatever.
Was it Edward Norton? That's right.
Well, spoiler alert. But yeah, he was. Yeah, he's the guy who like is on the island.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I didn't realize it was that.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought the third one was slightly below the first, but cleared the second one by a significant amount. Josh Brolin is.
He's in it.
He's like, yeah, he's one of the main side characters, and he's hilarious, dude. Like, he's really funny. My one critique is like they had a really good supporting cast. They had Jeremy Renner, Carrie Carpenter, Mila Kunis, and Brolin, obviously, along with some other people. But aside from Brolin, they didn't really give. I didn't think the other characters they gave too much to do. Daniel Craig was awesome, like he always is. Like, bro, he milks the fuck out of that accent he does.
Oh, yeah.
And when he's like, I suspect foul play. Like, it's so funny when he does that, man. So, yeah.
He has a new look on this one, too.
Yeah, he's got the long hair. Yeah. So, yeah, highly do recommend that if you feel like going to the movies this week. I did enjoy it. And yeah, with Netflix buying Warner Bros., who knows how many theatrical releases we're going to still continue to get in the next few years. So, I love going to the movies. It's like one of my favorite things to do. I hope that continues,
Tuesdays.
But yeah, exactly. With Netflix getting WB, it seems they claim it won't. I feel like that might be like, we'll do that for like a couple of years, people will forget, and then we'll slowly like ease it back with theatrical releases just because of their history saying like it's not part of our model. But I hope that's not true, because it's one of my favorite things to do is go to the movies. So
yeah, another movie I'm looking forward to. I think it's only released.
I know what it is. It's Avatar 3. We're gonna go together.
It's actually not Avatar 3. As much as I really do want to see that, it's actually the Peaky Blinders movie.
Yeah, I saw the poster for that. For that.
Select theaters, and I think it's only open like 3 weeks or something. But yeah,
I don't know. Just the Avatar comment. Dan and I saw that in Florida together, and that movie's like close to 3 hours. And the first thing Dan says, like when the credits start to roll, he just looks at me and he's like, "Well, that was a complete fucking waste of 3 hours."
I'm not okay, and just to preface, I don't like. I understand the appeal with Avatar. It's just not for me. I'm not.
You're not there for the plot and the storyline. You're there to watch these blue creatures like merge with whales and like ride whales underwater in this fake world. That's why you're there.
I just can't tell the difference between them and Smurfs. Like, I'd rather watch Smurfs for 3 hours, to be honest. But whatever.
And Dan, surprise, the same general's back for the third movie.
You're kidding.
He's died each movie, but he's back in. For
there should be an Academy Award for somehow milking longest bad guy in the movie series.
You'll love this. So do you remember in the second one he has like the army like buzz cut, like it's sort of like a rectangle.
Oh, yeah.
So, and someone said, when the fuck did Brooke Lopez get in the Avatar movies?
Then Brooke's like, I went to Stanford, bro.
Yeah, man. All right.
Yeah.
Good opening, man. All right, let's get into this shit team right now. Raptors went 0-3, Lakers, Charlotte, and Boston. We'll start with the Lakers game. I watched the first half live. I was in class, and we were doing presentations that day, and our group was going last, so I just sat at the back and watched the first half. Very entertaining game, I will say. Like, obviously, the ending was a dagger to the heart, but like very back and forth. No RJ, Ochai, or Yak, and no Smart or Luka, so both teams down like pretty big pieces. Mamu started for Yak. Remember, I think it was last pod that you were like, you don't believe in the Lakers, and like Austin Reeves, yeah, he's taken a step, but it's like, it doesn't really scare you that much. Austin Reeves is that motherfucker. Like, holy fuck, did he torch us that game?
Yeah, no, he played very well, and don't get me wrong.
44 and 10. 44 and 10.
And I'm not taking anything away from his performance. He was 5 for 11 from downtown. Very impressive.
Yep.
A couple of them were like fucking footers, bro. Like,
we went under screens because he was like still far away. He just calmly fucking shot it and cash, man.
Well, and I don't
that
blame
was
Shed.
impressive.
I don't blame Shed for going
No,
under
he's
the screen
deep.
when he's like
He was almost at the
40
logo.
feet from the
Yeah.
basket. I know, exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just got to keep a body on him. I will say, he is going to be one of the most frustrating players to play against, and it's only because now he has
that head snap.
Well, the head snap, like
every
he has
time.
more, and he has more cred now than he did in previous years, obviously.
And he wears a Lakers jersey, so that helps as well.
That helps too. So I mean, 15 free throws to our best scorer Bi, who has 0. I thought was a big difference in this.
In a game we lost by 3, so there you go.
Yeah. Man.
He's crafty. Like some of them were legit. Like he got like a lot of Raptors bid on his pump fakes and shit. So for sure. But it's just like when he's driving and the head is like whiplash. It's just it's part of it. But it's frustrating.
I'm wondering because LeBron took 17 shots in this game.
Oh yeah, he did. We'll talk on that. That was a huge story that week or this week.
But I'm wondering if he's I'm sure he is, but like internally pissed because Reeves got probably all the calls that LeBron used to get, and there was a couple times LeBron took it to the basket.
Oh yeah.
Nailed. No whistle. So I'm sure he's probably like, "Fuck, man! Like, turned 40 and I'm not getting any calls now." Like, he's just seeing Hillbilly Kobe get all the calls.
Yeah.
So.
And just to wrap on Reeves, like, it was not ethical hoops. He had 15 free throws, but he was still 13 of 21 from the field. Like, he just lit us up in every facet. So I'm not saying he was a free throw merchant this game, but still, 13 of his 44 came from the line. Yeah. We had no answer, bro. It's like Jacoby is just getting fried every time. And we had no one. Like, Shed doesn't matter. Nothing. His stats without when Luka has been out this year are insane. I think it's like a high 30 point per game.
Yeah, you expect that.
Yeah.
One thing I will say though. Yeah. No, sorry. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No. Keep going.
It's not Reeves related. We'll probably touch.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay. I don't know if you're getting 14 on like 5 for 8 from LaRavia every night or 12 from like Nick Smith.
I think I texted you. We were down like 3 at half or something, and Jake LaRavia and who was the other guy? Gabe Vincent. No, it was Gabe Vincent. Hit like 2 tough sidestep threes. Yeah. And I'm like, fuck off. Like, what is that shit right now?
And then Gabe turned into a fucking psychopath like midway through the game.
With his fouls?
Random flagrant, and then he gets booted. And then but the way he's like no reaction after getting booted. Like, he's like...
All ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he's like completely like fucking like...
I think it was Mamu. He hammered.
It was
at
Mamu.
one point.
Yeah. But no. Then like he fouls out, and then he goes to the bench and like dabbing all the boys up, and he's like this when the camera pans. He's like what? Is that what the Lakers wanted you to do? Is just go out there and insult people?
Yeah, man.
Like
what
the fuck? Little.
Yeah. I'll sort of finish out stats and stuff. Couple takeaways. LeBron, like you said, wasn't getting the calls and got blocked multiple times by like CMB chased down.
Yeah, that was a nasty.
Which was just jarring, man, because that guy were his son. Like our franchise is his son. Yeah. And the ending proved that again. The title of this episode, I think, is going to be LeBronto'd again, or the return of LeBronto.
Well, to be fair, we did put a stop on that 10-pointer consecutive.
And to be fair, he made the right play like he always fucking does and cost us the game.
Okay, I don't. So what? He's gonna force a fucking mid-range, like getting double teamed. Like I think any player in the NBA, I hope any.
Would Brandon Ingram have done that? Would Brandon Ingram have done that?
So LeBron would be like, "Fuck it, we're setting it to OT so I can get my 10." Woo! Like, no way, man.
Well, I love the
that maybe, but yeah, honestly, maybe.
I love the tweet. Is like, you can't convince me Bron didn't fucking think either really hits the shot and I'm blotted as like I always make the right play, or it goes to overtime and I get my 10 regardless. Yeah. So like he's pretty calculated with that shit. We'll talk about the last possession in a bit, but just overall stats. Scotty, awesome. 23, 11, and 9, steal and 3 blocks. 8 of 16 from the field. And great defense on LeBron. Like he was primary on LeBron a lot of times. So LeBron went 4 of 17. BI 27 and 7, 10 of 23, so not bad. I touched on Reeves. LeBron's final line was 8, 6, and 11. Shot the ball horrendously, obviously, like we said. I'm mentioning Ayton here, 17 to 8, but more so because he was 8 of 11, and we're gonna touch on that because, dude, I'm getting so fed up with these fucking mid centers just having great games against us. We'll talk of the other games. Cockbrenner and Keita, very solid in those games as well, and I'm getting so tired of it. Overall stats, we shot 49%, they shot 50%. We shot 40% from 3, they shot 42%. So both teams, like I said, it was an entertaining game, a lot of offense. We were 17 to 21 from the line, they were 22 to 26. So in terms of like free throw discrepancy, yeah, Reeves was fucked, but overall we've had worse games with like the other team having more than us. And the last stat that sort of jumps out at me, without Pirtle, Lakers had 58 to 46 advantage of points in the paint, so they were really getting to the rim. A lot of that was Reeves. Yeah, so those are sort of the overall takeaways I had. What else do you want to sort of? We still got the last possession to sort of chat about, but
yeah.
I know you were texting me because I couldn't watch the second half, and you're like, "Bro, are you seeing any of this? Like Mamu's carrying." I think Walter had a good stretch too later, but yeah,
I think he had 17. Yeah, a couple things. So we actually out-rebounded them, which was funny because towards the end of the game we got a lot more active. Of course, we didn't have Jakob. So those rebounds, that meant a lot. Like although Mamu's like on box score didn't look great, I think he was like 4 for 12 with only like 9 points or something. He had huge defensive plays, like just being active.
He had 4 stocks.
Presence. 4 stocks, man. Like I thought he was fantastic, especially for like you're playing a guy in Aiden who first overall. Definitely one of the more underwhelming careers of the first overall picks in recent memory.
It's a weird career. Very weird career.
Weird career. Still a talented player. Still can get some buckets offensively. So I thought he fared pretty well. He got cooked a little bit in the first half. Good job in the second half. They made some adjustments with some help with CMB and Scotty and all that. And then Dolamu had some crazy big shots down the stretch too. Very, very clutch shots. Scotty was absolutely fantastic. I thought. Love shed minutes. It seemed like he played. He only played 21 minutes, but it seemed like he was on like the whole game for some reason. Maybe it's just because you notice him all the time when he's out there.
Right.
This was like a perfect. Like he only took 1 shot. He was 4 for 4 from the line. He wasn't scared to go to the rack. 6 dimes, 2 steals. Like I thought he was really, really good. A couple times, you maybe go over the screen on the Reeves, but like you're not.
Again, when it's that deep, man. Yeah.
Exactly. And there's only so much you can do because he was also one thing that Shed does that I really like that I think other players don't do, or at least players that want to develop themselves defensively. Whenever he fouls someone like Reeves, he'll go to the ref after and be like, "Hey, so," and you can kind of tell he's talking about the play that just happened to understand where he can improve for the next time. Like, do I keep my hands by my side? Like, and he's literally consulting the refs, which I think that shows 1, respect for the refs, and 2, like wanting us to get better. So, I really like that from Shed. And then, Jacoby I thought played really, really well as well. 17 points.
Yep. Shot it well. Which was his only good game of this 3-game set. Well, he didn't have a made basket after this game in terms of what the games were going to cover.
Well, his
0 for 9 in total. Here's a question. Okay, so LeBron shooting terribly the whole game.
Yep.
Obviously, hindsight's 20/20. Did you like the decision of sending an extra body on LeBron at the end and living with Rui hitting a corner 3, or were you like, well, he's 4-17, you got to make 41-year-old LeBron hit another LeBronto moment. Even though he still kind of did with the assist, like I know it was Rui, but everyone's like, LeBron, even with his streak, makes the right play. So, what do you think?
Yeah,
You live with sending two at LeBron, or you didn't love it by Darko?
As bad as LeBron was in this game. Like
I still think he's gonna make that shit.
That's the thing, man. Yeah. So I don't blame Darko at all. I also think that I don't think it was as deliberate as we are saying it is. Like I don't think Darko's like as soon as the ball's inbound to LeBron, like send it body.
No, that didn't happen. It was later on. It was like 5 seconds left.
That's what I'm saying.
Going.
I think they probably anticipated like we can afford to double him now because I think they only get one more pass, and it just happened to be a perfect pass from LeBron to Rui in the corner. Of course it was. And you know what? If Rui's going to beat you with a 3 in the corner, you fucking live with it. Austin didn't beat you. LeBron.
It was wide open, so like you'd prefer not to live with like a wide open shot, obviously.
CMB probably could have got there a bit earlier, to be honest. I think he had a step where he probably could have anticipated it, but it's, you don't know, like that's not going to matter in the grand scheme of things. But
right.
Yeah, man. Like I didn't dislike it at all, especially after the torment and suffering that LeBron has cost us as Toronto fans for so long.
Yep.
So I don't think it was the wrong.
It's an interesting question. Like you said, like we have seen that man just humiliate us pretty much like our entire life. It's the one thing I think I've always said with like our chip team with Kawhi. It's like there's nothing better than this, but in terms of like having like everything I could have had is LeBron stayed with the Cavs like one more year and we slayed that dragon on our way. Like our path was still fucked. Like that Philly team was obviously on our level. That Bucks team was the 1 seed, and then we played the Curry Durant Warriors. Like our path was not easy by any stretch. But if we could have slayed the Cavs, the LeBron Cavs too, with our Kawhi team, that would have been like the one thing. It's like, okay, LeBronto's done. We're done with that. I mean, beggars can't be choosers. We won the fucking chip. I'm just saying, in terms of like more, like very like delicious moments. Yeah, would have been nice, but I mean, I'm being very picky when I say that, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, dude, I don't know if you remember this too. We actually dropped a game to Orlando in the first.
Oh yeah, we watched it in my car on my phone, I think. Yeah. Fucking DJ Augustine hit that shit, and I still remember you're like, here we go again, Raps in the playoffs again, because Lowry was scoreless, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was, dude. He was fucking awful.
Oh my god, yeah, that was a bad start, but now it's all sweet memories, that run, man. Best year ever, 2019. Any other things from the Laker game you want to sort of touch on?
No. I wanted a little bit more from IQ, to be honest. I don't think he played bad. I think he could have done more.
He's fine. Yeah.
Like, 9 shots. I get we're trying to, like, other guys had better looks. He was more facilitator. He finished with 5 turnovers, which wasn't great. Couple unwarranted, like, deep threes I thought probably shouldn't have taken. But, I mean, he's not the reason why we lost. So no. I thought also J-Mo Battle came in and fucking torched, dude. Incredible.
I really respect J-Mo because he's on the bench all game, and then Darko just puts him in the fourth. Did we talk about how he's a George Washington alum?
No.
Dude, I found that out this week. J-Mo Battle's the alum from my school, man. So
hey, J-Mo, if you're listening, you got current student here.
Come back to the Smith Center. We'll give you a big. I'll give you a huge ovation if you come back. But
a big hug.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man, really respect J-Mo to be a shooter and come in cold and actually produce. Like, there's not been like a time that start when he started in the Knicks game, he didn't do anything, but in the clutch games, he fucking fires that shit with confidence, and it's cool because he's been cold for the whole game.
Well, and to me, that is exactly that, but that shows the signs of a true professional when you're able to just plug and play when your number's called. And like you said, like I don't even think I think 2 games before this, he didn't even get any minutes. So for him to come in the fourth quarter against the Lakers in a primetime game like this and play the way he did, it was fired me up, man.
It was definitely a primetime game because when people start realizing, shit, 6 minutes left in the fourth and LeBron's not at 10, then even more people start to watch it. So, it definitely had a lot of eyeballs on it, that game.
That's right.
You good to go on? Yep. Okay, me too. So, that was probably the best game of the week was that Lakers game in terms of, like, overall compete and effort. And now we'll go to probably the worst one of the year. Next night, December 5th, the Charlotte Hornets came back to town. I fucking hate playing this team, Dan. They're so annoying.
I think we're done with them now.
Yeah, good. No RJ and Ochai again. We'll talk when we're previewing stuff, but the update today was RJ's out for a whole nother week. So that's why, like, when they first said, like, oh, it's a day-to-day thing, like, well, he'll maybe, like, a week he'll miss. Like, I don't know. That never seemed to, like, track with me when it's a non-contact thing and he limps right to the locker room. I never really expected it would be that short, but anyway. No Sexton for the Hornets. What an embarrassing game. And the effort too, dude. Oh my god! Like, this is a game. If I was at, I'd be like, why did I pay money to watch this team?
Mm-hmm.
Like, just atrocious, man. Mm-hmm. We had 42 points at half. Charlotte, we got outscored 35-18 in the second and 33-16 in the fourth. Particularly in the second, because I finished this game last night. Charlotte was in the bonus with 8 minutes and 15 seconds left in the second quarter. It was a fucking joke, dude. Free throws, 9 of 13 for the Raps, 24 for 33 for the Hornets. The Hornets had 20 more free throws than us. Just fucking ridiculous, man.
Mm-hmm.
CMB, I thought looked awful. I thought he looked lazy. Battle got hurt. Jack Armstrong was really laying into them. I don't know if you watched it with him on, but he's just like, this is like, he's like, need a timeout here. Need a timeout here. The crowd is dead, and the Raptors haven't given them anything to like cheer about. Definitely true. The D was fucking horrendous. So many Charlotte open threes. Tijon Salon or whatever, who's like a sixth pick from last year, but is primarily in the G League for the Hornets.
Yeah.
Who's been fucking terrible, had 21 points and shot the shit out of the ball because it's wide open shit, man. Where do you want to start with this? Because this was as pathetic as it gets, to be honest.
I think we start with the top down and we address our supposed to be our best scorer on the team, shooting 3 for 13 and being absolutely invisible and looked like he checked out in the second quarter.
Yeah, didn't score in the second half. Bi, so Bi was 7 points on 3 of 13 shooting. Didn't score in the second. I think back-to-backs with BI, he might want to play them, but it's becoming a real, like, why, if this is what it's going to be.
Does he want to play them, though? Because by his body language, it didn't look like he wanted to.
Because, bro, he wants to. They all, I think, the thing is, though, like,
60-game incentive?
The 65-game rule, and
bro.
It's definitely... It's definitely worked as the NBA intended to get people to not take games off. But it's just like I respect him, dude. Like, I respect him wanting to play. I'm not ripping on it. I would never rip on a player for like playing for their team.
For the right reasons?
What do you mean?
He's playing to meet the incentive. He's not playing because like he's this.
Okay, but Dan, he's still playing. But he's still playing though, dude.
Yeah, sure.
You can't say that for certain.
Would you, Sam? Really? Look at his track record in his career.
Dan,
before they introduced this incentive, when in New Orleans was ever voluntarily like, let me play a back-to-back?
No, sure, dude.
Never.
No, sure, but you can't fucking say with certainty, oh, Bi just wants to be up for like award X. Like, dude, he plays. That's all that really matters. Yeah, he played like ass.
Maybe I don't
he
want
was
him
terrible.
to play. Yeah, exactly.
And 65 games, you still can miss 17 games. I think it should be a real discussion with back-to-backs moving forward. Like we said, I think last pod, he's already played more games than he had last year. Shed had a comment about it after yesterday's game, just how he thinks the legs of BI getting a little worn down. And like the team's aware of it, dude. It's not a surprise. And yeah, this bad stretch of us has coincided with RJ going out. But it's also exactly coincided with BI getting to a point where he's already played more games than last year. He balled out yesterday, so like I'm not saying he's been shit for 2 weeks now, but it's definitely from the start of the year. It's definitely been noticeable, and they're no more so than this game.
I guess the reason why this game to me is so much more frustrating is because we came off a heartbreaker last night, or the night before rather. And then it's like, this is the game you need to fucking win this.
It's funny though, because I think it was Jack Armstrong made a good point too. so your homestand, you have, so after we talked, the Portland game happened, but then it goes Lakers, Hornets, Celtics, NBA Cup, Knicks. If there's ever a letdown game, it's gonna be the Hornets game when it's just like, oh
that's
fuck,
what I mean.
like exactly, yeah.
Because this was the one that was like almost not a guaranteed win, but this was the one where it's like, hey, we have Jakob, aside from RJ.
Oh fuck, okay, we gotta. You just reminded me to get into this. Sorry if you're gonna keep going.
No,
but...
well, that's all. It's pretty much just like everything. Like a lot was riding on this win in terms of maintaining our standing and just like morale of the team. So for us to not only lose but to get absolutely slaughtered like the way we did on our home court, come on.
Oh, dude. Okay. I am pretty. Okay, so I know he's not playing back to back still, so you can tell me it's still injury related, but I'm getting close to like my wit's end with Pirtle, bro. We gave him that dumbass extension. It was Messiah, I think. Gave him that dumbass fucking extension, and he is getting out. He got outplayed by fucking Cockbrenner this game, and Keita took his fucking lunch yesterday too. I am like, dude, like I get it. And they talk about how Pirtle does like the things not in the box score. I get that. Great screen setter. He's pretty much defensive rotations. He's pretty good, but I wouldn't say he's like a crazy rim protector, but he's sort of in the right places, which I get. But bro, we fucking pay you like an above average starting center. And when these fucking bums take your lunch, man, oh, Dan, I'm getting fucking tired of it, bro. I'm really not happy with him in this stretch.
Yeah, man, no, like you said, I think it's more plausible it's more excusable if he's playing back-to-backs. But for him not to be present in the games that he is playing, and he knows how vital he is to the team, knowing he's the only 7-footer, the only true center that can really fill these rotations. Like, dude, we're going to need more from you. And I don't know if you want to jump into it now, but I did propose something to you off cam for a possible center trade that I really, really think is tantalizing. I
don't even remember this. I don't even remember that because we always go back and forth on shit. Yeah, so I don't even remember what specific one you're talking about.
Seeing as how bad the Clippers are right now.
Oh, right. This is a fairy tale from you. This one.
I'm just saying, I'd love to just get an idea of the asking price for this guy. But I would imagine, I know James Harden's been in some trade talks recently. They're probably going to try and unload some guys, maybe try and get their picks back. I have no idea what the plan is for them. But if we can put our name in the hat for Zubats, I didn't realize this guy was 6th in Defensive Player of the Year voting last year.
I didn't realize that either, honestly.
Yeah. Was an all-defensive second team. Great offensive player, younger, fits our timeline, very team-friendly contract, under contract for this year and the following 2 years.
I know
that's why it's going to be a pretty penny. So what I was telling Sam was I think Pirtle, Grady Dick, an unprotected first, preferably this year. I'm not sure if the Clippers will bite or not. It's a gamble for sure, depending where we end up. And possibly another protected first on the line.
I think you would take at least 2.
I just don't see the benefit of the Clippers because you're selling at an all-time high right now for him. So there's probably offers that, for sure. Well, he's under contract for this year and then.
Well, the contract too.
He's not getting any younger. His contract ends.
He's not old
30.
though.
He's 28.
Yeah.
So the contract expires when he's no, not at all. But I'm just saying, like he's in his absolute prime right now.
Yeah.
The only caveat to this, and this is why I think we actually have a chance with what our offer is. Every other contending team, with the exception of maybe like a couple, and they still have big guys, have a center. A true center that they're not really going to trade or move or.
Well, technically we do. Technically.
Yeah, but Sam, a couple things. Zubats plays every day. Love that from him. So not only is he like better defensively than Jakob, but he's going to play back-to-backs, and he wants to play.
How old's Jakob? 30? 31?
30 on the dot.
Okay, so he's only like 2 years older though in terms of your timeline part. I'm not saying I like Zubats a lot. I'm just saying timeline-wise, it's not like drastically different.
I just think he's a better fit.
He's better. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Well, I think he's actually like a similar type of mold as Jakob, but just better. Like he's not going to space. He's going to try and, throw his big body around at the rim. But Jakob offensively is fucking for sure, dude. Jakob Jakob does his shitty little floater. That's his only move, dude. Legitimately his only move. Yes.
That's what
Man,
I mean, man. Like, it would be
I'm so
nice
frustrated with him, bro.
And Zubac, he's not known for playmaking, but he can make a
No.
pass beyond the 3-point line. Like, he can do things. He can facilitate in the post to help us expand our offense. So I think that would be like absolutely tremendous.
Yeah, for sure.
For us. I don't, like I said, I don't know the asking price. I don't know if the Clippers are going to part with him this year, if they're going to hang on to him to the next year. They know, they probably have an idea of what they want to get back from him. I'm assuming it would be picks.
Considering they have none. Yeah.
Maybe a young guy. I don't know if Grady's going to get it done for young guys, but like I said, I don't know any other team that would try and actively pursue Zubac that's in a contending position right now. Yeah. So it's just food for thought.
Very curious how Bobby is seeing this team and how big of a move he wants to do. We cannot wait till we get the backup center. It's driving me crazy but I get it. Not many trades happen this early. Like, I understand. And like, a ton of the league gets unlocked on December 15th, right? Like, Pearl gets unlocked because you can't trade Pearl right now, but he gets unlocked in a week.
Yeah, he gets unlocked.
Yeah, that's a conversation we could have too, man, about like the long-term outlook. And we're not trying to be that recency bias shit. Like, if you asked us after the first month, BI was great, we're rolling, it looks awesome. Now we're struggling. We're probably a team not as bad as we are right now and not as good as what we were. We need a longer sample of the BI experience. Right now it's rough, and I mean, this has been the worst game for that. Let me just finish up on the stats, and then we can keep chatting about it. Scotty at 13 on 6 of 15. Walter 0 for 7, just invisible. And Shed, pretty sure, Shed started the second half for Walter, either this game or the Celtics game. I forget which one. Yeah, bench Jacoby. Sorry, no, that was the Celtics.
No,
game
you're right.
Started.
It was it was
Celtics. I just checked. Yeah. The only bright spot, IQ, balled out, 31 points, 11 to 22, 4 of 10. The only one who gave a shit. Just really bad. Dude, we shot 37% from the field this game. Charlotte, 50%. We were 31% from 3. Charlotte was 36. We were 9 to 3. I already said the free throws. Charlotte had 20 more fucking free throws. And honestly, not many of them were ticky-tack calls. We were just fouling the shit out of them, and that was it.
Lazy.
It was such an embarrassing effort, man, and just so disgusting for the people who went to that game. I would be so mad if I was at that game, dude. It's a Friday night. I want to, let's go to the Raps game. Let's go out after maybe, and I have to watch 86 points from my Raptors getting fucking dog walked by the 7-17 Charlotte Hornets. Oh my god, man. I'd be so mad.
Yeah, man.
Just embarrassing.
Yeah, no, it was honestly just a brutal outing.
It was.
I think it
bad.
probably is our worst loss of the year.
I think we said that last time when we lost to Charlotte.
Yeah, but this one actually is the worst loss. This one wasn't even close, and it's on our home court too.
Yeah, on our home court.
A couple other things. It's bad when LaMelo plays 12 minutes. Horrible game too in those 12 minutes.
He got hurt, I think. Yeah, and
he
left.
did. Yeah. But nonetheless, anyways, Bino Miller 5 for 14 in 30 minutes. Like, their best players weren't even. Like, Khan, 21, played well. Like you said, Salon, 21 points. Like, it's not like we were, like, getting beat by their good guys.
Khan's also, yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Khan has this knack, and a lot of good players have it, because we kept it around, like, a 10-point, like,
a little bit respectful.
Lead. Yeah, like, we kept it around there for a bit. And every time we made, like, a mini run, it felt like Khan hit a 3. Like, some players just, I feel like, have a knack for hitting a big shot when the other team's making a little something. And I know you're high as fuck on Khan. He's looking great, but 24 games into his career, like, to me, it looks like he has that knack of hitting a big shot when his team when the game's starting to slip. So
yeah.
Anything else, man? Like this, it's just revolting. It's so disappointing, this game. And
I think you've conceded the game when Garrett Temple checks in. So.
Oh my! And he checked in with like 6 minutes left in the fourth. Like it was.
Minutes, dude.
Yeah,
it was
dude.
like 2 minutes. Throw him out there.
Oh my god!
7 minutes in the fourth quarter.
Just disgusting. Man.
Even he's surprised. He's like, "Are you sure, Darko?"
Jamal Shed took 12 shots. He was 4-12. I don't know a game where Jamal should ever take 12 shots.
I can't say I blame him later in the game when we were just
I mean,
3 for 13. Like,
exactly, man.
Fingers, man.
Just disgusting. You get to move on, man. I'm
I
pretty
don't want
good.
to talk about this anymore.
Okay. Very interesting game yesterday. That fucking leprechaun came to town, the Celtics. It was a 3:30 start. I watched this whole thing live. I think you couldn't watch everything live. I know you tuned in for the last little bit when I texted you we're making a run.
Yeah.
No RJ once again. Obviously no Tatum for Boston. Quick thoughts, and then we'll get into this. Just embarrassing defense once again. Boston had 77 at half, brother. Just revolting. So many offensive boards given up. Like I've said on Keita, I thought outplayed Jack a ton. Got multiple offensive rebounds, with Jack right in the vicinity, just sort of pushed him around. Valiant second half comeback. In the fourth, we went up. I think 3 was our biggest lead.
Yeah.
But honestly, dude, there aren't fucking moral victories in the NBA. You lost the game. You got a great run. You shouldn't have given up fucking 77 points in the first half. That's just inexcusable. It was a very sleepy start. Both teams looked sluggish as shit in the first 3 minutes. Maybe that afternoon start contributed a bit to that.
A little bit, for sure.
Yeah. But where do you want to sort of start on the Celtics game?
The fact they shot 47 threes, classic Celtic fashion.
Yep.
20 of them, 43% from beyond.
They were 20 of 47 from 3, which is what they do, and we were 9 of 22. And I get it, we only lost by 8 and we had the lead, but if you're not talking about we got out-mathed, so they had 60 points from threes and we had 27.
Derek White also took 15 threes.
He's a killer, bro. And he was what, 6 of 15? And still, every time he shot it, I thought it was going in. Every time.
Man. Yeah.
Oh my God, what a killer he is, bro. When we had that little stretch in the summer of Raps looking at Derek White, that would have been awesome.
Oh, dude.
But
I think I can speak for both of us when I say Boston is is probably the most hated opponent in the East for me. And them in Philly,
we've talked about this before.
A little more Boston.
Yeah. Oh, by far Boston for me.
Yeah,
by far.
So just for a game, to think we had so much steam kind of coming in, not the previous 2 games, but just so much steam coming into the first matchup against Boston. No Tatum. It's finally we can have our way with them, and then for this to happen on home court. Granted, we definitely valiant fight back in the fourth, but fuck, man. And I know Boston's been good. They beat the Lakers.
They're on fire. They jumped us in the standings, dude. They jumped us.
I think they're third now or something.
Yep.
Behind the Knicks. Yeah. Yeah, man.
All right. Let me go through stats. So Scotty, 18, 11, and 8, 6 to 12. Just very Scotty floor game. That's always going to be there. Mm-hmm. Bi cooked, man. So we just gave him shit, and this one he had 30 on 11 and 20. Played great. Jacoby,
awful though.
Well, again, overall he was good, and I'm not putting everything on him the first half. It's embarrassing.
It's easier.
77 points.
It's harder to win the game when you start fucking 21 down or whatever you were, 19 down.
Yeah, of course, man.
Yourself
of course. But that doesn't take away from his second half good stretch, right?
He played great in the second half, of course. Yeah. But it's just
Yeah,
nice
Jacoby 0-2 and got benched for Shed to start the second half. So that's, I think, 9 missed shots in a row, maybe even more because I didn't go through the Lakers game to see when his last make was and if he had shots after that. But really, he started pretty well when RJ got hurt, and now it's definitely been tough for him. Even though we said the Lakers game was good, but the last 2 have been really, really bad. Mamu was nice, 14 points, 6 of 10. I thought it was Ochai's best game of the year. He was 4 of 7 and made a 3, his second 3 of the season, first one since the Dallas game in October.
Let's go, Ochai.
Let's go, Ochai. Yeah, good riddance wherever we trade you in a month or 2, but appreciate that one. Quick little notes. I thought AJ Lawson had a nice little spark off the bench for us, 10 points,
Definitely.
4 of 8. They kept saying he's been balling in the G League, and I always like when they give they reward a G League guy and he actually pops for us. I remember with Van Fleet, that would be a thing. I think even Pascal, right? He'd be a G League player and then he'd come and give us early. Elijah Martin made his NBA debut, didn't really do a whole lot, but just good for him to make his debut there.
Gotta steal.
Jaylen Brown had 38 and 5. He was 9 and 19. Very good from him. He's had a great year. Like I said, Keita 11-11, and I thought clearly outplayed Pirtle. And yeah, White 27. So he was 6 of 15 from 3, but he still went 10 to 21 overall. So like 2-point range, he was just an assassin. Field goal, we're very similar. We shot 49, they shot 48. 3-point, like we belabored, that's the story of the game. And I just don't understand how, like, okay, I get we're a mid-range offense with BI and Scotty, but what? So we're just gonna be at this math disadvantage every time we play a team like Boston, who's just gonna launch from deep, and we have to like be perfect in
mid-range.
Yeah, in the mid-range, dude. It's just it's
Sam,
such a tough math battle there.
It's a tale as long as time. When your best scorer is a mid-range guy, how far can you go? And it's not even like Scotty hit. Yeah, okay, he was 0 for 1 from 3. Brandon actually was pretty active from 3 this game.
Yeah.
But just consistent. Like Brandon, I think hit 1.
But to me, it's
against the Lakers.
Yeah.
You need to be able to shoot threes, man. And if most of our team isn't shooting threes, that's a huge issue.
Yeah, but dude,
who is our best 3-point shooter? I don't even. It's Scotty.
Quick.
I think it's Scotty.
I would say, well, I don't know. I think I don't have the percentages in front of me. It's probably Scotty percentage-wise this year, but in terms of volume, I might go Quick. Like, I don't know.
What good team right now, their best player can't shoot threes? Other than Giannis, which is
I was about to say Giannis. Shea's not a big 3-point guy either, dude.
She's lighting it up from downtown this year.
Yeah, but he doesn't take many a game though. They still have to
respect him shooting it though. He shoots like 42%.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, that's not like a huge part of his game.
Okay, Chet does, J-Dub, like everyone on that team.
But see, that was going to be my point. Is I don't really care if Ingram's not. But look at the Celtics. Like we said, D White 15 threes, Pritchard 8 threes. Sam Hauser off the bench 7, Simon's off the bench 8. And he didn't shoot it well. But when your role players take that many, that's gonna, if they hit a couple, man, it's gonna really and like you get to the totals, they take fucking 47 and they make 11 more than we did. It's just very hard to win games.
Yeah, this just seems to be the formula, though, especially for a team like Boston that went into the year knowing either we're going to tank or we're going to try and do this thing where we, like similar to last year, even when Tatum.
They ain't tanking now. They are not going to tank now.
Not worth it.
Which I think in the long term I like, to be honest. I'd sacrifice them like trying to make a win now move as opposed to tanking, and just because of Boston luck, they'll get a top 3 pick and it'll suck so much. Yeah, so I don't really mind that they've heated up here and they're not gonna tank at this point.
It would be so heartbreaking for them to like stay where they are come the trade deadline, and then Tatum's like, you know what, I'm good to come back, and then they're actually like fucking competitive. Like,
I don't know, dude. Like they're gonna move Simons for nothing because they're gonna get out the tax.
Knowing that they're gonna move Simons for like an actual guy.
No,
he's gonna contribute. Dude, I can so see Brad.
They're gonna get someone back who's like significantly less money than Simons, because they're gonna get out of the tax. It's not gonna be for a good guy, dude. I'd be shocked if it was.
The Drew trade happened, so anything's possible.
So yeah, you're the D White, Pritch, Jaylen Brown, Tatum. That's awesome 4 guys. But everyone else, bro, like yeah, Keto's great. Yeah, but Keita,
he's solidified himself as a guy this year to me.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
he's undersized too. What's he like 6'9"?
They have no chance to make a deep run this year.
No, as a team, yeah, that's what I'm saying. If Tatum comes back, I mean, dude,
I still don't think they do.
Really? In this Eastern Conference, I think if Tatum comes back, they have equal chances with any team in the East. I think even Detroit. They have pedigree.
No. Yeah, well, they do, but again, only 4 of their players still really.
Well, who they lose? Like Drew,
Horford, Drew, Porzingis.
Horford's like a
don't say Horford. Don't eye roll about Horford. He was really important to them.
Sam,
he was really important.
Maybe but he's 40. The guy's like 39.
No, I know now, but I'm saying like for their good teams, dude, he was very important.
For sure. I'm not taking that away from them. But I think last year you can really see the decline, and that's also why they felt comfortable parting with him this year. Even though they weren't going to be, they knew they weren't going to be competitive. If he really meant that much, they'd probably figure out a way to keep him. They chose not to. Drew is a guy that's like every team would love to have, especially every good team.
He's a 2-month player at this point. He's be healthy for playoffs, and even with that last year, it wasn't enough. Like, dude, how could you think they could beat the Knicks this year? They lost last year, now they're a significantly worse team.
If they have Tatum this year, I think
they had Tatum for most of those Knicks games, and it didn't matter.
I don't know, man. I still think that this team, like they beat the Pistons. They're
one thing I will
steamrolling.
Yeah, One thing I will say about the Celtics, and I know like Bill Simmons has belabored this point, and this I noticed it yesterday. Like when they go up big, they still fucking just fire from three, which if they get cold can let the other team back in the game like it did with us. He was on that shit against the Knicks last year when they went up big in games 1 and 2 at home, and I think lost both, right? Because they didn't change, they didn't take like easier twos, they just sidestep three, and they they got cold. Yeah, exactly, man. And I think, I mean, they beat us, so hats off. But I'm just saying, like when you play better teams, I think if you keep doing that shit and you get a little cold, like they'll make you pay more than we could have yesterday, and we almost did. Like we had the lead with like 5. I texted you, "Yo, come watch," and as soon as you started watching, Boston like went away with the game. Like they stole the game right back.
I saw this Jaylen Brown 3, and I'm like, "Hey, fuck! I don't know why I turned this on. I'm gonna see."
It's like why did I tell Dan? Just to wrap up, we actually did have more free throws. We were 18-21. They were 13-14. We had a 56-42 advantage points in the paint, which makes sense because all they do is shoot threes. And another big stat in the game we lost by 8. It was 17-4 in second chance points for Boston. So when they got those offensive rebounds, man, they made it hurt a good amount of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
I fucking hate Joe Mazzulla. I hate the Celtics, and I hate losing to them. Oh man, like. I get we have no RJ, but guess fucking what? The Lakers didn't have Luka and they didn't have Tatum. You can't just like they on the broadcast. Well, the Raptors struggling without RJ Barrett. Well, guess fucking what? Injuries are everywhere in the NBA. Yeah. Like it's not an excuse. It's not an excuse, man.
Another thing too, I don't know if you noticed this. I don't know if this was something that played with like how the Celtics like they run their offense or whatever, but Grady played 7 minutes. So to me, that's like Darko saying, "Okay, I can't play you in a game where perimeter defense
CMB played 6.
Is very highlighted." Yeah, exactly. Like perimeter defense was like massive in this game because of the amount of outside shooting from the Celtics, and like Grady's unplayable. Jacoby was pretty much fucking unplayable.
Yeah.
Like.
Yep.
Yeah, we gotta be better.
That's why it was noticeable that Ochai had a good game because
exactly.
he was strong.
Yeah.
Which good for him, man. It must have been awful his start, like internally. I know he just had a kid, so congrats to him.
Hey, O'Shea.
Yeah, but good. Like I'm happy for him because he's been obviously atrocious. So it's nice to see. Because last year I thought he showed flashes, man. Like I was like that can be a useful 3-and-D player, but obviously all this year we've just been like, well, we'll trade Ochai for our backup center, and we're like locking that in. So definitely interested to see what Bobby does. We're still far away. Like we're still like 2 months away from the deadline. I'm not opposed at all if he takes a big swing Pirtle-wise and tries to improve there. At minimum, he's got to get the backup center. So I'm not going to hold that against him if that's his only move. Like he has to do that. But if that's all he wants to do, that's fine by me. Yeah. I don't think we're a championship contender this year. I think it's more so like seeing what we have and giving us like still getting a reinforcement with the backup center because it's such an obvious need and will actually be very helpful. But yeah, man, just overall Pirtle's driving me fucking crazy, and it's dog days right now. We were flying high 9 in a row, and now I think we've lost 4 out of 5 with the Knicks coming up tomorrow. So it's tough. It's tough right now, dude.
It doesn't look good.
Anything else Boston game?
No, that's about it.
All right. Raptors currently, so this little shitty stretch, you can see what I'm about to say, the ratings have kept plummeting. 13th in offense, 18th in defense. We've fallen to 12th in net, and we've sort of been like top 7 in net this whole time. So these losses are piling on. Huge, obviously, we play the Knicks tomorrow at 8:30 in Toronto. So like that's probably the latest Raptors game. Like even the finals games, I think were at like 8, but maybe they were 8:30.
I think this is the latest. This is probably the latest game that could go.
Well, I think it's because Tuesdays it's prime, right? So they have that bullshit 11 p.m. start on Tuesdays now, right? For the later game. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Yeah.
That's so strange.
Oh no, I had that completely backwards. The Magic play the Heat at 6, so we're actually the late game. I take that back. But yeah, we'll be playing the Knicks, the 16-7 Knicks. We're 15-10. No RJ, obviously. Towns went through practice today, missed the last game. I'd expect he'll play Deuce McBride is also questionable. The Knicks are 3rd in offense, 13th in D, 4th in net. OG is back, so we got our ass whipped by them without OG, and we still don't have RJ. I mean, dude, at this point, like we were kind of saying right before we started, I know we're at home, but the Knicks are a wagon in the East. It seems like there's no better year than this year for them to make like a deep run. They did last year, like semifinals is nothing to sneeze at, but I'd be it's one game, anything can happen, but with the way we're playing right now and with the Knicks being more at full strength, like I would not be shocked if this was like a 15-plus point loss.
Yeah.
Not, I wouldn't say a thrashing because I think the intensity is going to be high. It's like obviously NBA Cup. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's knockout. It'll be prime time. Like we're the only game on when we play, right? So it'll be very competitive. But just like how we're playing right now, like I have no reason to believe like to be that confident going into this next game.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think as it stands right now, I think if Boston doesn't get Tatum back by the end of the year, I like the Knicks to come out of the East actually. So
like I said, man, if not this year, like this should be their year, you would think.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, the Pistons are on fire, but the Pistons are young, right? The Knicks have kind of had their playoff rounds now. Like, they should be more veteran savvy than Detroit is.
Although last year, Pistons gave New York
good. It was a good series.
Round, man.
It's good
a couple of those games could have went either way. So.
And also the Knicks, I guess we're talking ourselves out of the what I just said, but the Knicks really have no moves they can make at the deadline, whereas like the Pistons can. They can do a lot of different stuff if they choose to.
For sure, Pistons definitely have more flexibility. I wouldn't say the Knicks have no moves. They could do stuff. They could trade.
What, they're going to trade Towns for Giannis? Oh, like
they could.
Dude, for them, like I don't get that. That's a whole nother conversation.
No. I don't think it's. I think
because it's like Towns and OG, dude. Like it's like two of them for Giannis.
I know.
So I don't get it.
I know.
I don't get it.
I wouldn't. Yeah, but if there was a guy to keep, I keep Towns because I think he actually would play really well alongside Giannis.
Yeah, and I can literally look at the Knicks roster and say, oh, this team could easily make the finals this year. Is anyone beating OKC? It doesn't look like it, but I still think making the finals is like a significant thing, man. Yeah. I think it's cool.
A huge market, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we just saw the matchups. If Deuce doesn't play, they'll just start Josh Hart. I mean, I'm not excited for Mitchell Robinson minutes again. It's going to be same old shit. So that like it's just, dude, we'll have to have a good shooting night, honestly, because Mitch is going to get a ton of offensive rebounds. We're going to have little guys on him, and like I don't know, man. These teams with the big centers, man, it's tough for us. It's really tough right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, like, you know, we kind of went through the matchups last time. Like, Jacoby did a decent job on Brunson. I don't think Brunson had a big line last time we played. Their role players did really well. Josh was really good. You know, Jakob can do decent on Towns. BI will probably let Josh Hart shoot it, but Josh made us pay last game. Scotty on McCall, maybe? Like, I don't know, man.
Worth it. I think I go Scotty on Towns. Let him beat you in the post if that's the case.
And then Jakob on who? Where's Jakob then? OG in the corner?
Is Mitch starting?
No. Mitch came off the bench last time.
Starting Cat at the 5?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Mitch came off the bench last time.
Yeah,
which, honestly, against us, why not? Because we have no backup center. So it's like, I mean, you could start Towns and him and then be the same thing, but at least if you have Towns and then sub with Mitch, you're always having like a center that we can't deal with at the same time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, hopefully, like I said, I think last time they've beaten us 9 in a row or something. So I'd love if we can break that and make sort of our staple that, we're playing like shit right now, but we're making a statement, like a nice NBA Cup win. The winners go to Vegas, right? Like semis are in Vegas too, so this is like they'll definitely want to go. Anything else Knicks matchup wise or
no?
Yeah,
I think we just need to just intensity, like understand the moment.
All right. So if we win, because we obviously don't know who we're playing after that, we play the winner of Orlando and Miami. For Miami, Harrow's questionable, Davion's probable. Again, as NBA Cup, I would guess they will both play. Miami's 14th in offense, 22nd in D, 10th in net, and they are 14 and 10, as are the Magic. So them, a lot of the East is really jumbled up right now. The Magic Suggs is questionable. Franz has been ruled out for 2 to 4 weeks today, so he will not be playing. Magic's 12th in offense, 20th in D, 9th in net. If we play Orlando, it would be on the road. If we play Miami, we would host them. Who would you rather play? And if we lose to the Knicks, we play the loser of this game. So it's good to touch on both teams because we'll be one way or the other. We're playing one of these teams next.
Definitely a depleted Orlando team would be my first choice.
Agree.
And it's funny too because before Franz went down, they were having more success with Paulo
without Paolo.
Yeah. So they probably have a lot of things to address internally. So I think we have a better chance with them.
You see Bane just throwing the ball off OG for no reason. Did you see that clip?
Yeah, I saw that. Kind of whack.
Desmond Bane's a nut, dude. I don't what's wrong with that guy. Honestly,
he's mad about his body.
He did it too. I think like a hawk, like Okongwu or something earlier this year too. Like I don't know what's going on with that.
I think there's a difference between like competitive and then like just.
That was not basketball at all. Like he tries to sell it like making sure that it's going the other way, but it was so unnecessary. Like the ball was saved.
Yeah.
Like
or you could have
easily by then.
This. Like,
yes.
Yes.
Like just like literally lobbed it to him, and it would have been the same thing.
Yeah.
Those former Grizzlies, dude. Those guys are off their rockers, honestly.
Yeah.
But
still got the jaw mentality.
Yeah.
He's still bumping
honestly.
Young Boy. That's why.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Yeah, I'm definitely with you. Like without Franz, definitely think that's the matchup I'd want. I know it'd be in Orlando, so that part is definitely a factor. And Paolo Suggs and Anthony Black, I think, has been good this year.
He's been really nice, actually.
Yeah, Carter has, he's like fine. Nothing special, but like he's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bane and Paolo, like compared to Harrow, Norm, and Bam, like I think I'd rather Orlando as well. Miami's had go on.
Orlando was one of those teams that I was like, they don't have a true center, so they could go in the Zubats pot, but after 4 first-round picks for Desi and not much movable contracts, like that's a team that's like, again, like who actually needs Zubats. We could probably put together a better offer than they can, because they're not willing to part with like Black or I don't know if like Jet Howard is value.
Yeah, so, I don't know whether like because that's a front office that historically doesn't like to do the mega move. Like they get like that Bulls.
Boehner.
The Bulls trade, obviously, when they traded Vooz, was amazing for them.
Trade.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
But they don't usually go all in, and they did with Bane. And when he started very poorly, it's like 4 first-rounders for this motherfucker. Yeah. But I'm curious, like, come trade deadline, what Orlando does. I think that's, like, sort of an interesting situation, especially if, like, now that Franz is out. Orlando, it seems like last year too. Paolo's out, Franz is playing, and as soon as Paolo comes back, Franz gets hurt. Like that, I think they both had oblique strains last year. That sideline up, exactly, dude. So very interested now that Franz and Bane were playing well without Paolo. Now Franz is out, Paolo back. We'll see. But I'm with you. I'd also again like the Heat will be playing in Orlando. I would. Again, same thing. Like Heat's just more healthy, so you would think they have a better chance. But we haven't played either of these teams yet. I'm interested to see how we fare against both because they're obviously Eastern Conference staples this year. But I'm with you. I even though it's on the road, I think I would prefer Orlando in Vegas if we get there, which I don't think we will. But if we do, and like we kind of touched on both teams. Do you have any other parting thoughts? Any other topics you want to hit, or?
I guess while we have a little bit of time, there was a cheeky Giannis trade that I heard the other day, and I wanted to get your take on it.
Sure.
So it was, and I don't agree with this, and I don't really see how this core would go far. But I actually think this is one of those packages because you see a lot of Giannis stuff where it's like the Bucks are brain dead and they accept like this insanely low offer, but this one actually kind of makes sense in terms of value to me.
It's such a tricky one.
It's so hard to where his
with
market
what they
value is.
with having no picks, so you can't tank, so you're gonna want young players and pick. Like it's very tricky, that situation.
Yeah. So the trade was Rozier for cap filler. Harrow, Khalil Ware, 3 unprotected firsts for Giannis. And I'm like, does a Powell, Giannis, Bam, like Jaime and Davion, whatever the starting 5 would be, does that Like, is that gonna do
To
it?
me,
I don't.
like, okay, like I love Khalil Ware.
So
I have him
do
in
I.
fantasy. He's
Yeah,
looked really
he's a
good.
dog. Yeah.
But yeah, I think that core, I think that would vault them to like Nick level for this year.
Oh no,
I
no.
think.
In the East, I think in the East, no doubt. But in
Yeah.
terms of like,
Well, but that's
for
the
the
whole
foreseeable,
thing,
like, are they
dude.
gonna beat the Thunder in the next 3 years?
Okay,
with that
but
team?
that's the
Probably
whole
not.
thing. Is any team going to beat the Thunder except if Denver gets like goes insane for a
Giannis.
series,
Denver gets
right?
Giannis.
I thought you also texted me like a cheeky Spurs
Yeah,
Knicks
there
3
was
team
another one. So
where
it's,
Giannis goes to the Spurs
this
or the
one,
Knicks.
he goes to the Knicks.
Well, I don't think the Spurs would help make that happen because I think
Well,
they have interest in him too. But
I think they do, but the Spurs kind of solve that 2-point guard issue by dishing out De'Aaron to the Bucks, and then the Bucks also would get, I think it was Towns from the Knicks, so it'd be De'Aaron and Towns. So they're still kind of competitive in the East.
okay.
And then Giannis goes to the Knicks, and OG. No, excuse me. Yes, yeah. OG goes to
the Spurs.
the Spurs, and then the Knicks get a unprotected first back from the Spurs. And I think the Bucks get picks too somewhere in the mix there. I
So
don't know
somehow
who's
the
gonna-
Knicks get Giannis and an unprotected pick from the Spurs. I don't see that
Well,
happening, my
yeah,
guy.
but they give OG and Cat.
I don't know. That I'd say there's no chance the Spurs participate in the 3-team Giannis trade if they're not the team getting Giannis.
But
to be
honestly,
honest.
man, OG's fit with the Spurs would be fantastic.
Well,
I
it's
think,
funny.
like,
Yeah, I listened to Bill and Kellerman wanted LeBron for OG because he's a Knicks fan. It doesn't work. Like Bill was like, because Kellerman doesn't really. He's more of the
Know the
TV
cap.
persona where he doesn't know
Yeah,
the
of
cap,
course.
right? So they just like to
makes up
say
his
that
maximum
shit.
trades. Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, it's I don't know, dude. Like the Giannis thing, I think it's a very few number of team. And dude, a lot of people thought that Achilles was done the other day. Like it's very lucky that's a calf strain because that looks Achilles. And the thing with these calf strains is teams are so scared because Tyrese had that, tore his Achilles. KD had that, tore his Achilles. The whole notion that doctors would claim it's not connected, it doesn't seem like that adds up for our recent NBA history with our injuries. But yeah, glad Giannis isn't like that. I will take my victory lap on the Bucks. I was down on them before the year. They've been shit. I don't want to mention my Pacers thing because I thought they'd be good, but they are not. So yeah, definitely interesting. One last thing I wanted to bring up too. I didn't love. So after the Charlotte game, Darko said 5 games in 7 nights. Physically, we were worn down. I'm really proud of our guys tonight. We tried, and then he just like continued. Dude, definitely get schedule stuff. 100%. It sucks. It's a grind. I don't love Darko saying we're proud of our guys. Like IQ had, I think it was like IQ or Shed had more of a statement like, yeah, it's just not fucking good enough, like something like that. I don't need Darko telling me he's proud of the team, especially in that Charlotte game, dude. Like that was embarrassing. And for you to say you're proud of the team when the paying customer had to sit through that shit, I just think is a little tone deaf by him. I don't want to go back in the Charlotte game. I've said my piece about that bullshit, but yeah, didn't love that from him. Not saying he has to go all Will Hardy, like, but yeah, I didn't love that from him. But
Yeah, I can understand your frustration. I don't hate it. Like, he's trying to keep the morale high, be positive. I think it's better than saying we fucking suck and we're like 4th in the East still.
no, you don't have to say that, dude. But just a little more accountability than I'm proud, as in like lauding the performance. I just I don't like that.
It sounds like he's condoning bad play, which obviously isn't acceptable. But you know, that he's still a young coach too. So.
Right. All right. So me and Dan. So okay, I don't know when we'll be back because
You're coming back.
the
Friday.
semis are. Well, yeah, I am. So will be back. But in terms of you and me here, the semis for the Cup are Saturday. So that's a pretty long amount of time. Maybe we'll break down like a 2-game set if we go Knicks and the next game, just because it's like a pretty long time away. So yeah, how about we'll try and lock that in. So we'll after the Knicks and then Orlando, Miami, we'll be back after that. I think that sounds good.
Cool.
All right, dude. Do you have anything else? Or are you good?
That's
good?
everything from
All
my
right,
end,
dude. Yeah. Thanks everyone for the support. I hope Dan's mic should be better here. We know it was a little quiet last time.
Thanks,
I think
Tillman.
Yeah, I think we got that hopefully sorted out. It's weird for me, like I can't really tell. Last pod you sounded normal in my ears, but listening to it
Yeah.
back, it was noticeable. So hopefully it is fixed now. But yeah, thanks everyone for the support. And if nothing else, Dan, take us out, buddy.
Thanks for listening, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Over and out.
Over and out.